plan for the worst case scenario where he doesn't fight in the UFC again?
No, I mean I'm going to be dealing with that for the rest of my career. Back in the day, people were like, "What are you going to do when Chuck Liddell's gone? What are you going to do when George St. Pierre's gone?"
This is bigger though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all the same, man. Listen, Michael Jordan didn't play basketball forever. No athlete can continue to go on forever. And my job and what they pay me to do is to continue to find young and up and coming talent and cultivate it and find the net. You're never going to find another Conor McGregor. I call him the unicorn, but you go out and you find another star.
And what's your instinct about what he'll do next? Do you think you will have him back?
I do. I think he'll. I talked to Ari a couple days ago, and we were talking about, believe me, Conor McGregor is a huge part of this company, and we're going to make him feel like it.
And if he is to come back, looking at this from a UFC business standpoint, is the whole, if you're looking at the positive side, it's the whole possibility that the media attention that Conor gets from this makes his next pay-per-view, the next thing he does for the UFC, 10 times bigger and makes your business even bigger as well.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, imagine if he knocks Floyd Mayweather out. He'll show up to press conferences 7 hours late. Yeah, it's gonna, I'll tell you this. I've been in this business for a long time. It's awesome working with Conor McGregor. He is a special individual, and he makes this fun.
We spoke to John Kavanagh yesterday at UFC Glasgow. He did actually say that he seems adamant that Conor McGregor does want to come back to UFC and he's desperate to fight Khabib in Russia. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't know if he's desperate to fight Khabib in Russia, but he said to me, he says, I want to fight again this year, and I want to go to Russia, and I want to fight Khabib in Russia. But that's one of the million reasons why he's a huge star, and why people love this guy. Nobody does that. Nobody wants to go fight Khabib in Russia, but he does. And if you look at anybody who's ever been successful, it's because they've taken risks. Conor McGregor is always willing to lay it on the line. He's going into a boxing match against Floyd Mayweather, and all the other things that he's done on the way up. And now talking about Khabib in Russia.
And going back to Mayweather as well, we spoke to him before and he said that he never watches any fight tapes of his opponents. Do you believe him, or do you think maybe he has watched some tapes of McGregor, obviously when he had such an unfit style?
I don't know what he does or doesn't do, but it would be weird if he didn't watch tapes on his, or somebody in his camp's watching tapes and coaching him through what to do, yeah.
Denny, you've known Conor for a long time before he was this huge star. How has fatherhood changed him in these last few weeks?
How has this changed him?
Fatherhood.
Oh, fatherhood? I haven't seen anything yet, of him changing from fatherhood, but, he's happy. He's ecstatic that he, with his situation right now, and anybody who's a dad knows it's the greatest thing in the world. So, I think as his baby continues to get older, and his son, you're into cars and watches and all that stuff. You start to realize there's nothing better, than actually your kids. So I think it'll help ground him a lot more.
Did anything happen this week that you weren't expecting?
What's that?
Did anything happen this week between Conor and Floyd that you weren't expecting? Or did something
Nah, it's just, I didn't know how the, verbally how it would go and everything else. It's been outstanding. It doesn't get any better than this week. The mental warfare game between these two is, what's happened this week is some of the best you'll ever see, ever.
I think this week's been absolutely incredible. I think it's been brilliant. Do you think the fight can live up to how great this week has been?
I hope so. Listen, who in here can tell me the last time they saw Conor in a boring fight, And I think it's going to be the same in boxing. I think that you know how bad Conor wants this, and how Conor will go in there and he will try to knock Floyd Mayweather out, whether it's to his demise or whether he wins. He's going to go in there and fight. Because for me, at the end of the day, all the build-up for the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight, and that fight sucked, and I think it was very damaging, not just to boxing, but to combat sports as a whole, especially when you talk about pay-per-view buys. And every time, believe me, I put on 42 events a year, and I sweat every one of them, because I always want the show to be great, and I want people to turn off the TV or leave the arena and go, all right, that was worth it, But I have no control over that, but it's one of the things that drives me absolutely crazy. And I just hope it's a good fight.
Are you going to put money on Conor to win?
No, I'm not betting on this thing. We kind of have a policy, you know, that we don't bet on our own fights, because if anything crazy ever happened, be like, this guy had $3 million on the fight. Of course this is the way it went. It's all fixed and it's all rigged, and you're way better off just not betting on the fight.
The other thing that's been very
I'm already betting on the fight, you know what I mean? I'm all in, I'm chips all in on Conor McGregor, so, you know.
Since the
Was
fight
your
was
first
made,
instinct that, like many people, in the early days of the rumours about